Hi Capricorn Singles, welcome to your love reading today. This love reading is for today, which is Saturday, I want to say the 28th of May, through the next week. So this reading is beginning now and forecasting for the next week. However, keep in mind that when you get here is when you're meant to be here. So you might come here a month later, you might come here many months later, or even years. When you get here is when you're meant to be here. These readings are timeless, so take that as it resonates. And look, it's already on the table for you, Capricorn. We have a lot of earth energy here. And this is your singles love reading. By the way, I did pull a totem to begin your reading today. We got the moon and stars, which can be about family and children, but it could also be about finding some light in the dark and just finding some hope. This is some feminine energy here. So we are in kind of a crazy time at the moment, just having had a blood moon. We're still in retrograde. Mercury's in retrograde. So there's a lot going on. Look at that already. Choices. So the Two of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles starting. That's pretty intense. So I really feel like, regardless of where your love life is, because we don't actually know yet, you're working your bottom. You're working your bottom off, Capricorn, and this could be affecting your love life. In fact, it looks like it is, or it has been. Now, when the number 3 comes up in a love reading, that can mean that there's a third party. So Capricorn, it looks like maybe you're single because of this. It could be that you are in separation from your person because of a third party on their end. But you're working a lot right now. And so that's also going to, if you are looking for love, that could be keeping you from finding love because you are more focused on your money. And not that that's a bad thing, but if you're here, you know, as a Capricorn single, which is what this reading is for, then that might not be what you are wanting. Now you do have the Sun card on the table. There we go. So it looks like there is going to be a happy outcome for you if you're looking for love. But I also feel like this has to do with you working on your pentacles. Whoops. Wow, look at that. So we already have the Emperor energy here. So you could be yourself, just an older person, an older man. You could also be looking for somebody older, or possibly that's your person that you're in separation from. But either way, whether you are single by separation or you've been single for a while, this is a single reading for Capricorn. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. And also for cross watchers, welcome to you too. By the way, I'm not doing, oh, these two fell out, so I'm going to keep them. I'm not doing reversals today, or just at the moment. I kind of see how I feel, and at the moment, I'm just not doing reversals. Okay, so we have the Six of Swords. First, I want to tell you that when the Swords energy comes up, that could mean, especially in a love reading, that there's been some conflict. So it looks like you could have had some conflict in your past with people. Maybe this is also why you're spending more time working right now. The other thing is that you're really in your head. I feel like you might be in your head because of your past, and that's keeping you also from going out and meeting somebody. And for some of you, it looks like you could be in a location that's not conducive to meeting somebody, you know, or in a situation you could still be in lockdown, or just simply feeling like you don't want to come out. Maybe you're not ready to come out quite literally physically or mentally. But I feel like for some of you, it's mental, that you're in your head and that you're also kind of haunted by some situations that have happened to you in the past. And that's keeping you from moving on. Now, these cards also came screaming out for you, so I'm just going to go ahead and put them down. Look, there's some more sword energy there. And it's the Nine of Swords, so I do feel like you have been working on your money. For a lot of you, that this is part of why possibly your love life suffered and you became single, or why you are, one of the reasons you're single or staying single is that you're just more focused on your money. And I do think that some of you are in your head over maybe a past connection that maybe you haven't gotten over yet. And if this person comes up in the reading, we'll know. But let's keep going. And this was the other card that came out. Look, it's the Chariot card. Okay, so there's definitely some Cancer energy for some of you, Capricorn. And, you know, the Chariot card we know is about change and action. It's almost like when you're getting an 8, in numerology, an 8 is action, kind of about moving, a journey. So it seems like you're either in a new direction with love, that you're looking for somebody totally different. But you are moving toward it. You wouldn't be here if you weren't. But I do feel like some of you are stuck, whether you're physically stuck at home or stuck maybe in a town where there's just not a lot going on. You're in an area where there's not a lot of available new love interest. But either way, you're moving toward love. This is something that I can see that you want. And as I said, let's see if there's a reunion for some of you. There is a wreath here in the Chariot card. So that could be for some of you singles out there that you're going to be reconnecting with somebody from your past. And we do have the moon here twice now. And that is a lot of feminine energy and also about finding light in the dark, so to speak. So for some of you, it could be that you really have been stuck at home or stuck mentally and also struggling. And maybe some of you have been depressed or just not feeling really great. And this is a good sign that you are coming out of that. You are moving toward, you're coming out of the storm. If you look a little closely here, you can see that you're over the storm here. You're flying above the cloud where there is the lightning and thunder, and you're closer to the reunion than you are to this stormy cloud. So for some of you, I do feel like you're going to be getting back together with somebody from your past. And it could also be, you know, it doesn't matter that this is a love reading. It could also be that I'm picking up on the energy of some of you reuniting just with family and friends, you know, because of everything that's going on. And I do feel that that is something you're needing right now because you have been struggling. And now we didn't even talk yet about the Two of Pentacles here. And, you know, this is about having choices. So this could be you, or it could be someone in your past that maybe didn't choose you and chose somebody else. But it does look like somebody, for some of you, somebody is coming back. And if not, I also feel like this is you moving towards somebody from the past. But there is a reunion for some of you on the table with love. That's not going to resonate for everyone because some of you are simply reuniting with your family and friends. But now there's the 8, as we talked about, which in numerology is an action card. It's like having the Chariot card, so it's kind of like a double confirmation there. And it's about getting something done. So I do feel like on the side of money, I do feel like you've been working really hard, and it's almost kind of like you want to finish some sort of project or something you're doing related to money until you're available for love for some of you. For others, I think you're moving in the direction of love, whether it's you're reuniting with someone or you're wanting somebody new. But there is a good outcome for you, and it looks like for some of you, somebody new is coming. Somebody new is coming literally on their white horse, possibly with an offering. Now, if this is somebody from the past, I can also see that there's a little bit of tumultuous water here, and there's some swords, so there could be some conflicts that you've had with this person. But take that as it resonates. And with the Emperor card, you know, this could be an older person, maybe somebody who was used to getting their way. and you're just kind of in a battle of wills for those of you that are still hanging on to a past connection, that is. The other thing I didn't mention yet is this is also, as you know, an infinity sign. So for some of you, this could be someone you've been in a connection with for a long time. Even, you know, for those of you that believe in twin flame journeys or past lives, could be in that direction as well. So there is some soulmate twin flame energy here on the table, but I don't feel like it's anybody right now currently that you're in communication with. If it is, I feel like it's somebody coming in that you don't know about, or it's somebody from your past, which they may or may not be coming back. Let's do a little bit of clarifying here. I have this little mini Rider-Waite tarot deck. And I did forget to mention that I'm reading from Raben Tarot, which is Raven's Tarot in English, in German. This is in German, as you can probably see. And I'm going to get a quick shuffle here for you. All cards are always shuffled very thoroughly before readings, but I do like to get them shuffled again. So let's get a little bit of clarifying here on the Chariot card, the Wagen card. Number 7. Now, number 7 in numerology is about reflecting on things of the past, also assessing things like where you are and gaining some control. So I do feel like for some of you too that you're coming out of this isolation, both from COVID and from your just being in your own head and feeling emotionally stuck, and you're moving toward finding love. So I do feel like that this is, and getting some control again, you know, coming out. And because some of you have spent this time mourning somebody that might not be coming back. But either way, you're here because you're single, whether it's, you know, you feel forced and it's in separation and you want someone back, or you've been single for a while. Because I do see that for some of you, there is somebody new coming in. And for others, it's somebody from the past coming in with a little bit of conflicting energy here. And like I said, for some of you, you might have been betrayed and there might have been a third party involved, okay? So these two are sticking together as I clarify the Chariot card. Okay, so we have the King of Swords. So there's your person again. I feel like this is the Emperor. And remember, there's no gender in tarot, so this is, you know, not about male, female, them. This is the energy. But we have the King of Swords. So there's some more of that stuck in the head thing going on. That could be you and it could be your person. But I feel like for those of you that are going to be having a reunion with your person, that they've also been stuck in some ways. Okay, but for some of you, I feel like this is the energy of you being stuck and wanting to come out of it. Here's that 3 again in clarifying the Chariot. It's the 3 of Pentacles. So yeah, it does feel to me like some of you are going to be having a reunion with someone. They're wanting to come back and work this out. And for others, I really just feel like that this is you stuck in your head and that you're really wanting to kind of come out of your head, but also maybe not work so hard and start looking for love. And some of you already have that coming. You might have some fires burning already, or some things that you don't even know about that are going on. But yeah, with the 3 there, you know, that's also, like I said, especially in a love reading, it can symbolize another person, a third person. So this could be on your side or your person's side that you're disconnected from. Take that as it resonates. You could even be in some type of situation now, sort of like a love triangle, where maybe you haven't confessed how you're feeling, or that person in this circle also hasn't confessed. But somebody's wanting to come. Yeah, so there's the Death card. I was kind of feeling like that was going to be coming out. Now that's obviously some Scorpio energy, so that's not going to resonate for everyone, but this could also just mean this is the energy that's on the table. And I do feel like that is the case, because there are changes happening. Something has ended. And like I said, for some of you, you're moving on from this person, from whatever person. You're moving on. You had a pretty big ending. And for others, I feel like, well, for those of you that had an ending, you're also having a beginning, is what I wanted to say. But for others that maybe didn't necessarily have an ending in the recent past, you're also getting a new beginning. That's just, that's here. There is somebody coming. They could already be in your circle and you just don't know it yet. Let's get a little bit more on the Death card for Capricorn, please. For our Capricorn singles. The Death card. People get scared by the Death card, but the Death card is, you know, really, yes, it can sometimes symbolize actual death, but for the most part, it's just about stuff ending and new beginnings, which is also not fun. But look, here's somebody again riding a white horse, and here's another white horse on the table today. I do really feel like that for some of you, one person has gone and another is coming. Now, and it could be that some of you are going to have a reunion with your person that you had ended it with. But I feel like for others, you've just been struggling. You've been trying to get over somebody and that there is new love coming. But Spirit does want to remind you also to get out there, because some of you have really been self-isolating yourself. You've had to be. I understand that. We all have. But others, even given the chance, you know, in a safe way or however you want to look at that, you haven't been. Because some of you have been really mourning your person, and others you've just been working really hard and trying to convince yourself that you're fine or that you don't want love. But you do. That's why you're here. And there is love on the table here. Just keep in mind that for some of you, this is we're looking at the Death card a little closer here. For some of you, that is this person that, a person that is coming back from the past. And for others, it's somebody new. So take that as it resonates. Look at that. When I'm looking at the Death card, and we have the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, that's everything, you guys. That this person, either coming toward you, that is somebody from your past or somebody new. But this person coming toward you wants everything. And I think you do too. You might also be thinking about, for those of you that are dreaming about a connection that has ended, that's been in the past, you know, it could be recent past, it could be long term. It could be that you had everything and you lost it, you know, because we do have the Death card here. I wouldn't be surprised if the Tower card comes flying out. Let's see one more here on the Ten of Pentacles. But whether this is a new person or somebody from the past coming, there as well, there's the Strength card. So there's some Leo energy as well. That one or both of you either had everything or want everything. You know, you've got the animals. It could be some grandchildren there. You know, community, finances are looking good. And we do have the Happiness card on the table. So for many of you, this is something, if this is something you want, the choices that you're making now are going to affect your outcome. This isn't a prediction of this is how it's going to be. This is simply taking the energy and seeing where things are for some of you and where they could go. But that's up to you and with the choices that you make, whether you're isolating, whether you're putting yourself out there or not, those types of decisions. And now there's the Strength card. Okay, so first of all, that's the number 8. And there's the infinity sign again. So yeah, for a lot of you, this is a person that you have been going in circles with. And so it might be over and you're ready for this new person to come in. But for some of you, I feel like you have been trying to be strong to get over them, but others want them to come back. You want your person to come back. So take that as it resonates. It's not going to be for everyone. But one of the things about the Strength card that it also represents is not only respecting yourself and loving yourself, but that's what it means really, is being strong, but also respecting and loving yourself so that you can either move past this energy that some of you need to move past when you come and reemerge now, and so that you're available to the new love. Now, others, you might need to have this self-respect and self-love so that you can approach this person from your past in a different way. Okay, because you can, when you have the infinity cycle sign here, this cycle, we have the death card, the end of, the end of a cycle, a new cycle beginning. I feel like for some of you, you need to break that cycle and just, love yourself and take care of yourself so that you are able to welcome in new love and have something new beginning for you. Because it does look like for some of you, you have had to make some choices here, or your person possibly. But I also feel like with the Two of Pentacles that some of you also have chosen work over love. So that's another whole scenario here that I'm feeling, that there are some of you watching that know that you've just been working and have quite possibly pushed someone away that is not going to come back. And some of you have been mourning that, and others have just not wanted to face it, so you're working and working and working. But yeah, you're here because you want love. So there is, and I do see new love coming, and I do see old love, quote unquote, coming, like something coming back. And that's going to be up to you what you do with it there. Let me just look here and do just a little bit of clarifying on the Nine of Swords. Tell us more. I feel like this has been you, Capricorn, just having some anxiety over this connection and grief. So we have 3 here coming out. I'm going to give them all to you. Wow. Okay. So first of all, we have the Judgment card. Yeah. So this is some kind of I feel like for some of you, you did move on. You made a decision with your person. So you've just been kind of like working and not wanting to face it. You have been dealing with some grief over this loss, understandably. But working so much almost so that you don't have to deal with it, but it doesn't go away, And others of you have kind of had a wake-up call, and you're, putting down your books or computer or whatever it is and just saying, wait a minute, For some of you, you feel like your clock is ticking and or whatever, but you're wanting to put more effort into finding love, either love again because you're recovering or coming out of this depression, or you're just ready. You're just ready to find somebody new. And I do see that coming for some of you. And also in clarifying the Nine of Swords, we have the King of Cups. And the King of Cups, is almost like some Emperor energy as well. And I feel like that this is more about you needing to take care of yourself. When this comes up in this situation here, clarifying the Nine of Swords, I feel like if you're not, this is a message from Spirit. And if you are, this is confirmation that you're kind of waking up and coming out of it, whether that's deciding what it is you want with somebody from the past and just finalizing things and moving on, coming out of the dark into the light, or just realizing that you want something new now, that you're ready. You're tired of this energy of just feeling like maybe that you're hiding out, or maybe repressing your what it is that you want or what you went through, and just working, not dealing with it, is what I want to say. And the last card that came out for this is the Three of Cups. So yeah, this is about celebrations, and this could be for some of you with a new person or somebody from the past, but this could also just be about celebrating coming out of that depression and coming out of this ending, this death card here, and preparing yourself for everything, either with your person, that you might be getting ready to have a conversation with again, or somebody totally new, because I can see for some of you that somebody new is coming in. And there are some celebrations taking place. And I do feel like for some of you, you're just celebrating kind of getting back in the game and getting over this grief that you've been dealing with. Because I do feel like for many of you, you have, really been sad and holding on to somebody, and kind of holding yourself back and overworking to compensate. Now, and here's a star also that got pulled. So this is some more, coming out of the dark situation here. And I really do feel like that you are, whether or not, and here we go. We've got these moon cards that we're going to read, Zodiac moon reading cards for you, Capricorn. I really feel like regardless of a past person, or wait a second here, or somebody new, whatever the case may be, you have been dealing with some some anxiety and some depression and just kind of feeling a little immobile. And I do feel like that has to do with your love life, but also just the last year and a half in general, you know, which does affect your love life and does affect our finances too. So sometimes we're working a lot or trying to do new things to compensate because of the loss of income, and so our love lives suffer. So take that as it resonates. What energy do you have for Capricorn? Can I have a card for Capricorn, please? Here we go. This is for you. Let's see what we've got. Yeah, look, in emotional phase or domestic development. Eclipse in Cancer, acceptance. Very interesting. Interesting because today is actually the 28th. Not that that matters, and this actually does look like a blood moon. Not that that matters, but I do love this for you actually. And I'm going to look, I'm just going to set it down here because I actually don't know right at the moment what current moon we are in. So I just want to have a look-see. Okay, so actually, wow. According to my moon app here, we're in Capricorn right now. I'm in Austria. According to where I am during this reading, we're in a Capricorn moon. Very interesting. But yeah, an emotional phase or domestic development. And I feel like this domestic development for you, Capricorn, is about getting out of your house. And for some of you, you are setting yourself up for a reunion with someone. And some of you are getting out and just getting away from your office and your home office or wherever, whatever it is that you do, to allow yourself to welcome love in again, whether it's somebody from your past or somebody new. And also here with acceptance, I feel like for some of you that you have been struggling with someone from the past that you've wanted to let go so somebody new can come in. And you're coming to some sort of acceptance. And like I said here, you're like celebrating that. And I do really feel that you are, that you have been struggling. There has been some grief and depression for some of you, and that you're coming to a better place now. So that's really great for you. And there's a lot of emotional energy. I mean, and this is, eclipse in Cancer. So there's the moon, that just lots of feminine energy, lots of intuition as well. I feel like you're coming out and you're trusting yourself in a different way now. Like you might have really needed this time away, this time of reflection. I feel like for some of you it was too long, but who's to say too long, not long enough, right? Because it's what it is. It's where you are. So that was meant to be. Okay, I'm going to get for you one spirit animal oracle card and a totem for my Capricorn singles. What messages, what do you have? Okay, so I'm just going to flip over here. This and that are true, okay? It looks like there's actually one right underneath it as well. There's 3 here, so I'm going to read them all. Now, this is the number 2, so with 20, All right, so my time ran out. As I was saying, I was apologizing for all this pen and working on something creative, so I'm all covered in ink. The 20, that makes it a 2. So this is about partnerships and balance, and it's the dolphin spirit. This and that are true. So yeah, it could be that this stuff that you were in your head over for a long time with your person, that it's just time to let it go so that you can move on, whether it's moving on, getting back with this person, or moving on completely and making space for this new person to come in. With a dolphin, there's a lot of playful spirit here, and I do think that that's really much needed in your life right now, Capricorn, because you've been in a very different place. You've been really working hard and struggling at night, thinking about your person. And for those of you that have moved on, you've been really wanting new love, but haven't even really given yourself the time to manifest it. Be peace. Yeah, I do feel like for many of you, you have made peace with somebody from your past. This isn't going to be for everyone. Or made peace to either come back together or not come back together, is what I wanted to say. And some of you needed this time to make peace so that you can make room for this new person coming in. And we have 21 here, so 2 + 1 is 3. And 3 is about growth and expressing yourself. And look at those wide open wings. You know, I really feel like you're ready to just, to go for it. Whether or not it's to just say, okay, I'm ready now. I'm feeling stronger. I've had enough time. You know, I'm just going to allow myself to step away from this grief that I've been living in so I can invite new love. Or it could be for some of you that you've needed this time to reflect so that you and your person can come back together. It might have been you that disconnected in the first place. So take that as it resonates. Then we have Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. And that's 1 + 6 is 7. So there's 7 again. And this is about reflecting on the past, assessing the situation that you're in now and taking control of it. Trust in your divine detours. Yeah, and I really feel like that's what's happening right now. And for some of you, the detour might have been that you just needed this space, this time away. Maybe you needed to both financially work on your pentacles, obviously, for obvious reasons, but spiritually and mentally too, that was just a way for you to cope with the loss or to cope with everything going on and to be able to really think about what it is that you want. Okay, so I started your reading out with a totem, as I said, which was the moon and stars. So this can be about family and relationships and you know, darkness coming to light. It can also be, obviously a sign of some feminine energy there. But now we're going to pull one more totem as we close out the reading. All right. Very interesting. I love this for you, Capricorn, because this is what we're here. Look. It's an angel. You are being guided. Trust in divine detours. I do really believe, and you know, this is the number 7. So this is about reflecting and looking at the situation and getting some control. And I feel like that, you know, you have accepted what you've gone through and some of you are moving on, but the main thing is to trust where you're heading. And this is a confirmation. Here's an angel holding a big heart, guiding you. You are being guided and, you know, trust your intuition. The moon is all over here. And this is really, if there's a message for you today, Capricorn, it's to trust your intuition, trust yourself, your gut, your instinct, what it's telling you. This time that you took, whether or not it's this person that you want to come back with, or if they've come already and have an offer for you if you want to take it, or just being ready for love. Because for some of you, there is somebody coming, if not already being there. And it could be the one, because we do have soulmate, twin flame energy here. Okay, Capricorn, that is your reading for today. Thank you for being here. I appreciate it. Please take good care of yourselves. I'll see you next time. Bye.